It's kind of wild that Disney did this and no one really talks about it. And that was that they tried to sell their monorail and people mover systems. If you are new here, I am Mouselet2 from the Mouselets, and every single day I share really weird Disney lore with you that almost no one else talks about. And I know most of us, when we think of Disney, we think of Disney theme parks or Disney movies, but that's not all that Disney was trying to be. Disney really saw themselves in the past as a company that would change how the United States did public infrastructure. That's things like building cities and transportation. And that's why when in the 1960s, the United States thought that this new Stolport technology would be the future, Disney jumped right on board and they built their own airport right by the Contemporary. And in 1974, they really started taking it seriously when they created the Community Transportation Services Division. We can learn more about this in the 1974 Disney Annual Shareholder Report when they talk about the fact that the Community Services Transportation Division, last paragraph of this, basically they would solve the transportation issues that the urban centers or cities in the US were having. They were even advertising this in like the New York Times. Disney, an expert in mass transit, offers to aid cities. And so as a part of the Community Transportation Services Division, they created press brochures for the monorail and for the Wedway People Mover, and they got just only like a couple of bites from people who were interested. For the People Mover, one of them was actually built at the Houston airport. And despite them pushing and reaching out to all of these different cities, it never really took off other than that. And the final kind of nail in the coffin was when they decided to build Epcot, and although they added the monorail, they didn't do any of the amazing things they had planned. And eventually, with changes in leadership and things, really this became more about just creating ride vehicles than actually creating mass transit for cities. But I will always wonder, as a civil engineer who loves all things Disney, gosh, what would it have been like if Disney actually was able to get the monorail and the People Mover to take off? And that is your weird Disney lore for the day. I will see you all tomorrow night.